thank you again for joining me on this fabulous Hip Kit Monday to create a layout documenting two of my younger brothers. So really before I even created this layout, I knew I wanted to use my Cameo and make a custom die cut, and I also knew that I wanted to work with watercolors in some way. I just think they're really fun and it just makes the layout really pop. And I'm super into watercolors, so I was like, why not work with some watercolors again? So I have watercolors in my stash anywhere from, they're kind of like, they come out like acrylic, but they're actually watercolors, which is what you see on the left. And then the ones I'm using now is actually an SEI tumble dye, but it has a watercolor effect. And then I'm using the regular watercolors on the right that I'm sure many of you have, and they work absolutely great. So I decided I really just wanted to do bright colors. I wasn't worried about using a million different ones. I kind of had a color scheme in my head, and you're going to see it here as I start with the lime green and move into a blue and then move into a purple, violet type of tone, and we'll be moving into a pink. And I'm just checking to make sure that I'm covering all the areas of where I've created this die cut. So I made the die cut before I started the project, and it was very, very simple to do. It only took a few minutes. And so now my camera had died, thank God. I caught it dying. And so I'm picking off where I left off there. So I'm adding a few different pinks in. And then we're going to move to yellow. And I absolutely love these SEI tumble dyes, especially this one in yellow. It's just really bright and bold. And then I'm going to add some yellow color from the waters as well. A little bit different tones of yellow, kind of a little bit darker and lighter. And then I'm going to restart with the lime green here. And the lime green that I'm using up there, that's more of like an acrylic type watercolor that I just got at Michael's. So this is my first time really just playing with them. And I'm going to add a little bit more blue to blend in with the green next to it. And I really like these colors to blend a little bit as they're next to each other. And I'm adding a few different tones of blue again. And then I'm going to end up adding more SEI blue. And I'm really happy with the way it looks. It looks really cute even without the die cut, I think, but I really wanted to immediately draw your eye to the center of the layout, which is where I figured that's where I should put my photos, since that's where I'm drawing everyone's eye to begin with. So I added some adhesive. Now I'm just placing it down very, very carefully as it's still drying. And I absolutely love the wood grain Teresa Collins paper behind it. I thought it was perfect to watercolor on. And these really fun Polaroid frames I had put around the photos, just to really make them pop even more behind all of the color. And so basically I have the main portion of my layout done. So now I'm going to add a title using these American Craft thickers, and it's going to say Brothers. And I decided on this font, or these thickers from our kit, because they are just a neutral color and I have a lot of color going on, and I really want the photos to be played up more than anything else on the layout. But I will be adding color around as some fun little visual elements of interest. And then I'm going to add their names. And let's see, these photos are really, really old. Jack there in the orange shirt, he's now 15, and the one with curly hair is now 13. So these are very old photos, and it's just kind of a wake-up call. They grow up so quick. So I'm using these Teresa Collins little stickers, and it says Dream Big Brothers, and then I also spelt their names in the little mini market letters. And I just love that sticker sheet. There's so much letters on there. And then I'm taking some October afternoon chipboard elements. Like, so I'm going to be adding some glasses. I've already added the camera, and I added that little yellow quote bubble. And I'm kind of just flipping through some different stuff from our kit, playing around and seeing what will work and what I want to go and what kind of composition I'm going to be creating here. And I've basically already done the overall composition when I created this silhouette cut, but you kind of have to accent it now with the embellishments. And so again, I'm just going to be playing around here for a minute, trying to, I guess, strategize where I want which elements and which color. Color is also playing into it for me, not just the shape of the element. And again, these are just some fun little paper pieces I'm trying to see, do I want it here, do I want it there? Because I don't want to take away from what I'm really trying to focus on, which is the photos. So I'm just moving everything around again. No rhyme or reason really, just whatever works visually for me is generally what I do. I feel like if I overthink the design, it's just not going to work. It's more of just something I have to do. And of course I ended up having to add these beautiful little chipboard glasses that are just adorable. That was just a little fun thing to add there. And then I'm going to be adding some chipboard Teresa Collins pieces as well as some Teresa Collins enamel dots kind of behind the die cut to again pop up that color and just add another texture, which I'm all about, finding ways to find whatever textures and things that are raised and not raised just to kind of change the layout up a little bit. I'm adding 2 little heart enamel dots inside the glasses, and then I pick up this little journaling chipboard piece from October Afternoon, but I end up liking it where it was, so it's just going to go right back there. And I'm going to put some Teresa Collins mini market letters that say fun on it. And also these are Teresa Collins chipboard pieces. I thought it would just look cute at the tops of their photos, again, just to bring it out a little bit more and add a little more focus up there. And then I'm hearing this down. And then basically right now is where I've really finished off the layout you're going to see here in a moment, where I feel like it really comes together with the finishing touch of how I end this layout. And it's really a fun and simple layout. So I'm taking some Heidi Swap sprays, and then I'm just going to be stamping a little bit. And that basically sums up the quick but fun layout, and I really hope this inspires you guys to use your July kit in a fun and new way. And thank you guys so much for joining me, and I can't wait to create some more next Monday. Have a great week, everyone.